We're going to start standing on the mat. You don't need your resistance band just yet, but have it close to hand because we are going to grab it in a second. We are going to start the class with a nice warm up. We're going to mobilize every single joint from head to toe. We're going to try to. So I'd like for you to have your feet hip width apart for me. And the first thing I want you to do is just give your toes a little wiggle, right? Lift them up, press them into the floor, get a little bit of movement in them. I then want you to think of your nice triangle base on your foot. So base of the big toe, base of the little toe, center of the heel. And then we're just gonna bend the knees and just swing the arms. And this is like, we don't want any tension, right? Shake it out, make sure you're not holding any tension in your hands and your knees. And then you're gonna give me one more in each direction. And then you're gonna place those hands on your hips. Keeping your knees nice and soft, you're going to tilt your pelvis forward. So that means your bum's going to stick out. And then you're going to tuck your bottom under, so tilt your bottom back. And I want you to do this a couple times, really exaggerate it, so that we can get a bit of movement in the pelvis and also find our neutral. So remember that our neutral pelvis is going to be halfway between these two exaggerated positions. And it's where is in the middle for us. Okay, so natural position. So I want you to lock that in, then imagine 3 circles, your hips, your ribs, your shoulders, and your collarbone, and they all float one on top of the other. And then relax your hands down, close your eyes for me, and take a couple nice deep inhales through the nose, and exhale through the mouth. And as you breathe in, I want you to imagine growing really tall through the spine. And as you exhale, I want you to breathe out through the mouth, and you feel those abdominals gently contract as you exhale. Okay, so we breathe in, we grow tall, the ribs expand. We exhale, that waist narrows, and the abdominals gently contract. Final breath like that. Big breath in, and then exhale. And I want you to open those eyes for me and just scan the head from right to left. So there's no stress, no tension on the neck. It just glides from side to side. Maybe looking a little bit further over your shoulder as you go. And you're going to finish off your last one on the left. You're going to bring that head to center. Imagine you've got a little pen on the end of your nose, and you're going to draw circles with the nose leading. You're going to give me 4 in one direction. And then you're going to stop and give me 4 in the other. And the aim is that, particularly as we drop the nose down, we feel length through the back of the neck, right at the base of the skull. Once you've finished your final one here, we bring that head back to center. We lift our shoulders all the way up how it is, and then big exhale, just let them go. Really heavy. Lift and drop. And this is a really good one to sound out. So if you have any stress, if you're tired, you've had a long day, let go of it. Last one, and drop. You're then going to roll your shoulders back 3 times. So the shoulders go back 3 and 2 and 1. If you can, place the hand on the shoulders or towards the shoulders. You're going to give me 3 elbow circles, big as you can make it. 3 and 2 and 1. And then lastly, you're going to let go of those shoulders. You give me 3 big arm circles, lifting the chest as high as you can, right? Work within your range. And if you can't get it all the way up there, keep it lower, right? And think of opening and pushing the chest. That's it, guys. Last one. And down. From there, we're going to take our hands up towards the ceiling. You can keep the arms bent if you need to. And you're going to give me a little side reach with the right and a little side reach with the left. That's it. Now, we can do a little tiny lean, but the feeling is up. And if you want, you can even step. Same arm as leg. So you kind of step into the floor as you reach. So the body's going down, the weight is down, but the fingertips are reaching up, as if you're kind of trapped in mud. And this gives us a lovely stretch. It keeps our spine in that lovely long line, but we still get to open the sides of the body. So you're going to finish one more on each side for me. That's it. And then we're going to finish with ourselves to center. We're going to take the backs of our fingertips together like this. You're going to place it into the center of the chest. The elbows are going to be lifted, but your shoulders are relaxed. You keep your hips square to the front, and you're just going to rotate your rib cage to the right. Come back through center. Rotate the rib cage to the left. Now, the aim is that you work within your natural range of motion, okay? We want to be mindful when we're thinking of keeping that spine nice and safe or fracture-free. We want to not be pushing to the furthest we can go. We keep it within our comfortable range, and that looks a little bit different for everybody, right? So just work within your body. Try not to let those elbows drop, because can you see what happens when I drop? This happens. So think wide elbows, wide shoulders, and like someone picks you up. Exactly. We want to have a lovely long posture. You're going to finish one more on each side for me. And I'm going to take the hands onto the hips. You're going to give me 4 hip circles in each direction, right? And try and isolate it. So upper body isn't moving, just the hips. Exactly. And then in the other direction as well, right? We want to create as much movement. So we open through the back of the hip, and also we press the hips forward and open the front. So if you haven't switched directions, switch those directions for me so that we're even on both sides. Give me 2 more there. And then we bring our pelvis all the way back to the center. We are going to keep our feet in a nice wide, comfortable position. You're going to put your hand into your hip crease for me. You're going to take a little bend in your knee and give me the best hip hinge you've ever seen. So you're going to press your hips back, keep your spine and your waist long. Lovely hip hinge, and then press the hips forward to stand up. So we're literally folding in half from that hip joint, keeping the spine and waist long and lifting. And everyone's going to give me 8 more of those, right? Nice big hinge and lift. And use your camera. Take a little peek, right? Use your mirror, use your camera in these positions so that you kind of are aware of the shapes that your spine is making. Now, we can't be like this all day, every day, but in exercise class, we have control. And if we can remember to adopt this position when we're bending forward, if we're picking up something heavy, we're going to really utilize the muscles in the glutes, in the back of the legs, and down through the spine without putting that excess pressure when we curve, okay? So everyone's going to give me your last ones here, and then we're going to stand up nice and tall. So instead of a hinge, this time we're going to do a squat. So you hinge from the hip, same as before, but this time you bend your knees. The chest stays up a little bit higher than before, and then you push the floor away and you stand up tall. So we do a hinge, then the knees bend, press the floor away, and lift. 8 more there, guys. We hinge and bend, push the floor away and up. 7 more, hinge. Good, and lift. We go 6. Nice. And I want you to get brave with this, guys. How low can you go, right? Can you give me a little further inch? That's it. 3 more there. Keeping those chests up, eyes forward. Good. Last 2. Good. Bend those knees. That's it. Last one. Everyone stay low in your squat. Everybody look forward to the camera and give me 10 little pulses downwards. 10 and 9 and 8 and 7 and 6 and 5 and 4 and smile. 3, 2. Marie's giving the best face ever. Last one. Stand up tall. Give those legs a little shake. Catherine's warm. That's what we want to see, right? So let's grab hold of our resistance bands. First thing we're going to do is a little bit of work for the front of the chest. So I'm going to come a bit closer so you can see my upper body. You're going to take your band and you're going to wrap it around the back. And it wants to kind of go just underneath the shoulder blades. So you can see there, it's kind of like where my bra strap would be. And then you're going to hold onto it between your thumb and forefinger so that you can give me like a flat palm. Show me your palm. Now, obviously, the closer that you hold the band to your body, the more resistance that you're going to have, right? Further away, the less resistance. First thing we're going to do is like a push. My band's quite tight. I know as soon as I push it, it's going to get really heavy. So my elbows, I squeeze them into my rib cage and I show my palms to the front of the room. Imagine like you're pushing a door. You're going to press the arms away, feeling the resistance in the band, and then slowly pull the elbows back in. That's it. Press and resist. Now, quite often when people do this, I get a lot of, right, which is normal. So the key is shoulder blades down the back Imagine, we talk about that string pulling us up all the time, and it's like we press the arms back, but that chest stays wide, collarbones open, and release. Everyone's going to give me 4 more here. We go 4. And in. Nice work, guys. 3. Lovely posture throughout. Last 2. Good. Last 1. Big push. And in. So now we're going to add on. Okay. So we're going to do that big push. Everybody get to that push for me. Now you're going to open your band wide and lift your chest up. So you get a little chest extension. You bring the hands back. You bend the elbows and come back in. And we go again. We press forward. We open the hands wide. That's it. We bring them in and lower. Really nice, guys. 3 more here. As those arms open wide, think of lifting your breastbone up and over the back of that band. Pull the arms in and down. Last 2. We press forward. Breathe in, lift. Hands come in front. And bend. Last 1 here. We press. Breathe in. Open that band. Now hold it here. Imagine lifting your breastbone up, lifting your hips, lifting your chest up and out of your hips. Hold it there. Take a big breath in, big breath out. Bring the hands forward, pull the elbows in, and relax. Good. Yeah, hopefully we've woken up that back a little bit. So now you're going to bring your band in front, and you're going to wrap it around your hands. This is going to give you kind of like a little bit more grip. You don't want to have too much resistance, as this is going to be more of a stretch exercise. Keeping your arms straight, you're going to reach the band out in front of you, and it's roughly level with your chest. So we're going to depress our shoulders. We're going to pull the shoulders down, just like we did in the beginning. Keeping the arms straight, you're going to pull the band out, and you're going to squeeze your shoulder blades together. Find that connection with the back, and then you slowly release and resist the band in. So shoulders down, we pull the band open, chest and spine is long, and then we resist. That's really nice, guys. And again, pull that band open. So before, those exercises were opening the chest. Now, as the band opens, the squeeze the shoulder blades together, gets that mid-back nice and warm, right? We want to wake up all those lovely muscles around the shoulder blade. And back. Everyone's going to give me 5 more here at your own pace. Pull. 5. Good. 4. Good. Really nice. And 3. And if mobility-wise it doesn't feel good here, you can take it down lower too. There. And you're still going to feel that nice connection. It's going to be, you're going to feel it maybe slightly lower in the shoulder blades, but you're still going to get that nice work through that mid-back. Yeah? So there is always a modification. Last ones here, gang. Good. And then relax. Give the shoulders a little wiggle. Hopefully they feel warm, yeah? Give me a thumbs up if we feel warmish. So, little shoulder mobility exercise. You want to have lots of resistance on your arm, lots of stretch on your band. And we have our band out in front, whether it be in the chest or a bit lower if we need the mobility, okay? You're going to take your band over to the side, so you kind of give you like an L shape almost. You're then going to reach it all the way back behind you as far as you can. Then you bring it all the way to the left-hand side, and then you bring it back over the chest. So we're kind of making a big circle. We go back the way we came. So we go to the left, we reach the band up and over the top, so we get a nice stretch across the chest. We pull the band over to the right and back. And I just want you to do a couple of these alternating sides, working at your own pace, okay? Now, it doesn't matter where you are, doesn't matter how far. Good. Nice, Catherine. When you get back there, hold it back. Big, big stretch there. That's it. Yes. Nice. Lovely, guys. Good. Now, as that band comes around, I want you to think, as it goes behind, think of the shoulder blades dropping down the back and the chest opening. That's it. So we really want to get that lovely movement in the shoulders, okay? I want everyone to give me 1 more here, so make sure that you're nice and even. And then give those arms a lovely little shake, a little wiggle. And then we're going to take our band. Now, you're going to hold on to it in your right hand, and the length of the band is going to go on the floor. I'll move my camera down a little bit better so you can see. Okay. So I put the other end on the mat, and I'm going to stand on it. So it's not going to go anywhere. Yeah. Now, on occasion, these can snap. So just make sure that you've got enough resistance in your band. You're going to hold on to your band so that your palm is facing to the front of the room. And I want you to sit up really, really tall. So we've got to think a lot of standing core work here. You're going to give me a bicep curl. So you're going to bend the elbow and you're going to reach the fist towards the shoulder, release, and come down. I'll turn to the side so you can see as well. So I keep my elbow fixed, I pull the band towards me, and I release. Now, common things that happen when people do exercises like this. It's easy to use your body weight and lean back. But you can see what happens there. Obviously, I'm exaggerating. What happens is I sit into my lumbar, and I've lost all this lovely core connection here. So that's when we really utilize the 3 circles, keeping that posture stacked, keeping our abdominals strong, even in standing exercises, okay? Everyone's going to give me 3 more there. Nice strong bicep curl. Think of, especially another thing is we tend to crunch, right, as well. So think of lengthening this side of the waist as that band pulls. Good, last one there. And then we're going to add on. So we're going to do bicep curl. We're then going to stretch the band up as high as we can. Then we're going to pull the elbow in and lower back down. That's it. So we do bicep curl, punch the arm up as high as we can, pull the elbow in, and come back down. Really nice. So this is now an overhead press. Yeah? Again, same rules apply. We don't want to lean. We want to stay strong through our sides and through our waist. And because we don't have lots and lots of heavy weights, which we love, right? It'd be great to have loads of heavy weights, but we've got resistance bands. So we've got to think more about having lots of repetitions, right? For endurance. So these exercises are great for endurance of that muscle. And also it helps to build muscle, right? Repetitive action on a light load helps to give you those strong arms. Yeah? So you guys are going to finish your last ones here. Pull, stretch up, elbow all the way in and down. Okay. So we've done our bicep, we've done our shoulder. Now you're going to keep your right foot on your band and you're going to step your left foot back. Okay. Now, Carol, actually, if it's not comfortable on your toe, you can keep both your feet underneath you. Yeah. If you can step your foot back, you're going to be in a kind of a mini lunge. So you notice I've got both my legs bent. I push my hips back, so I'm in a hip hinge, and I still have my right hand in the band. This time my palm is facing the back of the room, and I'm going to lift my chest up. So I want you to think of shining your chest forward. You're going to keep the arms straight and reach it all the way. And then slowly control. So this is working the back of the shoulder and into the tricep. And I've done so many on my right arm today. I'm going to be really wonky, so I'm going to do some on the other side so you can see. So reach and back. You can even maybe pop your hand on your shoulder. This is always a nice little reminder to keep your chest up, because sometimes it's easy to collapse through here. Everyone's going to give me about 8 more there, and I'm going to come and have a good look. I think everyone can get a bit low in their hinge. Yes, Kay. Bend those knees, push those hips back. That's it. Lovely, Dima. Really nice. Just resist as you come back as well. That's it. Good. Nice, Jane. So instead of going forward for me, I want you to reach back that way. So the emphasis on the backward movement. That's it. Really, really good. Rachel, it's nice, but can you keep your arms straight? So instead of bend, you might need a bit more tension on the band. You reach it back, straight arm. That's it. Nice, guys. Last ones here. Good. Marie, just lift that chest for me. Yes. Lovely. And once you've finished, we're going to stand up nice and tall. And it's only fair, we've got to do it all again. Oh, actually, no, I changed my mind. Hold on. Let me check the time. Yeah, let's do the other side. Otherwise, we're going to be wonky. You're going to be like me, do everything on one side. So, take your band into your left hand. Long piece. One piece under the left foot, or you can stand on both if you feel. Palm facing the mat, elbow tucked in, 3 shoulders stacked. Pull into that bicep curl and resist. Now, bicep curl is a really good example of a simple exercise that you can load yourself. Yeah? So when you're at home, and if you feel comfortable, try lifting with something a little bit heavier. Yeah? Thinking about your technique, your 3 circles stacked, strong abdominals, long spine, right? Pilates benefits all of this, right? All those little reminders of posture. Everyone's going to give me about 5 more here. That's it. Nice work. 4. Good. 3. That's it. Being careful not to sink into their waist. Really stay long. Resist. Use that core strength. Last one here. Good. So now we add on. We do our bicep curl. We punch that arm up towards the ceiling or as much as we can. We pull in and come back. That's it. And Sonia, I'm going to give you a slight variation. Still going to be beneficial though. I want you to give me a little bicep curl, and then I want you to see if you can keep the arms straight to there and down. Yours is going to get a bit more deltoid work, yeah? So you're going to do front and then side. That's it. Exactly. Really strong through those core, ladies. Come on, Anita. Yes, all the way up. Go on. You can get it all the way up. Yes, that's it. Nice. Good. Good work, Carol, as well. Stretch, stretch, stretch. Lovely, gang. 4 more here. Good. Nice, Ajal. Last 3. Lovely, guys. Strong posture. Strong core. Last ones here. Best ones ever. Yeah? And down. Good. So from there, we keep our foot, our left foot in that band. If you can, step your foot back. If not, you're going to bend the knees and come into your hinge this way. Chest stays lifted. You might need to have more tension on your band, right? Because we're slightly bent forward. Abdominals strong as I push my band back, or you're in your lunge position. Reach and back. So a lot of work for the back of that shoulder, yeah? Back of the arm. Be mindful of what's happening with your posture. It's easy to press that hand back and let the posture curl forward. So you have to resist. You've got to lift that chest strong through the shoulder girdle as you go back. Everyone's going to give me about 5 more there. That's it. 3 more, guys. 3. Lovely. Last 2. Good. Last 1. And then relax. Oh, is everyone knackered now? Yes. Okay. Final little exercise we're going to do standing. It's going to be a little impact exercise. It's going to be for your wrists. Yes. Oh my God. How do you do impact on your wrist? That sounds terrifying. Don't worry, it's not. But you will need a wall or something stable to push off. Okay, a door, as long as no one's going to come and open it on you. Yeah? So I want you to come and stand in front of your wall, and you're going to be about 1 hand's length away. I've got my palm flat against my wall, and roughly the heel of my hand is in line with my shoulder. So I've got this really nice, lovely, stable position. First thing I want you to do is just some standing wall push-ups. The further your feet are away from the wall, the harder the exercise. So choose how far you want to take your feet. You bend the elbows, you lower your body towards the wall, and then you push the wall away. So just really simple, nice, controlled wall push-ups. Now, the biggest mistake I see people make with wall push-ups is they love to leave their bottoms behind, right? It's preparing us to be on the mat and use our planks. That's when we've got to think core, right? As we bend those arms, our body stays in one long straight line and then we press away, right? So I want you to give those a little go. That's it. Nice. Carol, for you, can you lift your hands up a little bit higher? That's it. That looks like a better one. Good. Really nice, guys. Now, if you feel comfortable doing your wall push-up, okay, we're going to add a little wall jump. So you can watch me if you're not sure. We do our push-up, and then as you push yourself away from the wall, you let your hands come out. I take my weight onto my feet, and then I land. And land, right? And the impact is that little bit of impact through that wrist joint. It's also great for getting a little bit of flexibility through that wrist. Now, how heavy you land is up to you, yeah? It's a really easy one to control. If you feel really confident, make some noise. Land heavy against that wall, right? But impact training is important for the distal bones. So we're talking about those bones towards the end of the joint. Wrists play an important part. Like a lot of people tend to fracture their wrist first. Maybe you guys, and maybe even some people here have experienced a wrist fracture. So this is a really nice way. You have full control of adding a little bit of impact to your workout, okay? Everybody give me 5 more of those. And we want to do impact to stimulate that bone growth, right? Our bones like variety. They like to be challenged. They like to be loaded. Good. Once you finish your last ones here, you're going to come back to the center. Everyone's going to give themselves a little shake off, a little pat on the back for being so good. Yeah, everybody do it. Pat yourself on the back. And we're going to, that was good, right? Yeah, say well done. You're going to bring your feet into your Pilates V. So you've got your heels together and your toes apart. And you imagine you've got a 50-pound note between your butt cheeks. This helps us to keep this connection, right, between glutes and inner thighs. I want you to find a focus on the wall in front of you. And I want you to rise up onto your tiptoes and hold your balance for a second. And I want you to slowly lower the heels into the mat. But I want you to keep lengthening through the crown of the head as you do. That's it. We rise up, we hold. Then with control, lower down as slowly as you can, but staying tall. You've got your final one here. We rise up, we hold. This time we take our hands all the way up overhead. We take a big breath in. We take a big breath out. We press down our hands, our shoulders, and our heels. Final breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. You guys are all done.